Working up a thirst in the sun? Why not try Bailey's Pale Ale? Available in the city's finer public houses.
I heard what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Says we strike tonight.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. I haven't had a spot of trouble since I slipped away. Of course, I'm taking care to keep my distance.
Can't believe we're really gonna do this.
We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings, they will. Nah, revolution. A bunch of troublemakers looking to upset the apple cart. There's some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Good folk? Really?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive in this cold, cruel world.
Heard what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Says we strike tonight.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. I haven't had a spot of trouble since I slipped away. Of course, I'm taking care to keep my distance.
Can't believe we're really gonna do this.
We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings, they will. Nah, revolution. A bunch of troublemakers looking to upset the apple cart. There's some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Good folk? Really?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive in this cold, cruel world.
Heard what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Says we strike tonight.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing. I haven't had a spot of trouble since I slipped away. Of course, I'm taking care to keep my distance.
Can't believe we're really gonna do this.
We'll be heroes. The ones who ended all this talk of revolution. They'll set us up like kings, they will. Nah, revolution. A bunch of troublemakers looking to upset the apple cart. There's some fool filled their heads with rubbish, ruining it for the rest of us good folk.
Good folk? Really?
Of course. You and me and Hickey. Just some hard luck lads trying to survive in this cold, cruel world.
Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Everyone back at the top. Heard what happened at the market. Boss wants everyone back at the shop. Says we strike tonight.
Be worried about that business with the guards. I'm telling you, it's nothing.
Ladies, don't sully those delicate complexions with Solaris' light. Beat the heat and remain alabaster white. These white brings happiness.
Following a recent spate of accidents, a new bylaw will enforce annual roof inspections by qualified craftsmen.
Has your pippin thrown a shoe? Need your tack adjusted? Collins Farriers of Needle Street, the place to go.
What's this? Thomas Hickey? Might be. What's it to you? Oh, ain't supposed to be none of your kind left. Suppose I'd best be rectifying that then. Get him!
There's another one! Grab him!
off. I seen it first.
Get away from there. That's my money.
Touch those bills and I'll kill you!
Be still. You will do no more harm.
You're a right fool meddling in affairs you know nothing about.
Washington's the only thing keeping the Continental Army together. You kill him, you end all hope for freedom.
Wrong, boyo. With him gone, they'll have no choice but to promote Lee, and then... You are both under arrest! Oh, well, we were just having a scrap, officer. Ain't nothing wrong with two men settling their differences the old-fashioned way. Can't we come to a...
Quiet! What are the charges?
Counterfeiting!
I had nothing to do with that.
Course not!
Listen, there are more important things at stake here. This man is planning to...
You miss me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned. Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah. He's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What are we gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. It was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
Get up!
Where are we going?
Stay out of trouble or you'll wind up in the pit. What are you looking at, half-breed?
You not understand English, that it? Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me. Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules? Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor. Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I am an honest man.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
You're serious, aren't you? Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. But that lout Finch stole it. It took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done. Key is useless.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the Warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the Warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The Warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I'll give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all. And do you acknowledge this? Do you repent and beg forgiveness? No.
Need to take care not to raise the alarm.
Stop now.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
I'll piss on it. Let's get back. Done for. Fresh tear. What happened here?
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
Up! Up with you! I said get up! Walk!
Bye now!
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going-away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what he gets you. A pine box, little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy, and thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go!
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw in with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future, too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool to give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
At ease, men! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Now, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearned for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you?
No. This they did on their own.
You diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. These men into it.
And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
We must now all hang together.
Yes,
We must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
I must speak with the commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Everything all right?
Sean has located a second power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us.
Where to?
Brazil.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside. You copy now?
Loud and clear.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
How to find a ticket.
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Bilhete?
Certo, pode entrar. Não posso deixar entrar sem bilhete. Bilhete, por favor.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, cooperem com a equipe de segurança.
Bilhete, bilhete. Bilhete, por favor. Não posso deixar entrar sem bilhete.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Don't let them see you.
Aquele cara tá maluco.
Your target's definitely...
Bilhete, por favor.
Everything all right, Desmond? You should really get moving. Sneaking past security should get you into the arena.
Bilhete? Preciso ver seu bilhete.
Ao sair, tomem conta de seus pertences. Obrigado.
You gotta get in there, Desmond.
Preciso ver seu
Whatever you
bilhete.
do it soon, please.
Certo, pode entrar. Bilhete, por favor.
Everything all right, Desmond? You should really get
Bilhete,
moving.
por favor.
Sneaking past security should get you into the arena.
Alguém chama a segurança!
That doesn't look like normal security.
Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
Preciso ver seu bilhete. Certo, pode entrar. Bilhete, por favor.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, denunciem qualquer atividade suspeita para a equipe de segurança.
Quick, Desmond! Hide! Or blend! Or do something!
Bilhete? Certo, pode entrar. Certo, pode entrar. Bilhete, por favor.
É com prazer que anunciamos que na próxima semana teremos Pablo Cursi contra o elétrico Frederick Shea.
Target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this concourse. Quick, Desmond!
Você
Hide!
viu esse homem?
Blend or do something!
Chame a segurança imediatamente, Philby.
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
Segurança!
O que é isso?
Security's headed towards you.
Qual é o seu problema?
Alguém chama a segurança!
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
Você viu este homem? Chame a segurança imediatamente se o vir.
Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Estamos procurando este homem. Se ver algo suspeito, fale com a gente imediatamente.
Stick with the crowd and security will never spot you. Careful, Desmond. Security is looking for you. Try and stay blended with the crowd. Move too fast and you'll attract their attention. We can't have you getting arrested. Eagle vision might help here.
Você viu este homem? Chame a segurança imediatamente se o vir.
Stick with the crowd and security will never spot you.
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
Segurança!
O que é isso?
Stick close to the crowd and you should... I'm telling you, there's definitely a way to get past those guards. If you won't go through them, try going around them.
Deixe-me ver.
Don't let them see.
Olha por onde anda.
Seriously, what is the deal with stadiums and piss troughs? It's disgusting. And who thought they were a good idea?
Troughs are time and cost efficient.
I don't even see a stall in here.
Watch your back, they're onto you.
Yeah, please just mute the microphone if you do.
Looks like I'm close. Shit! Another checkpoint.
You're gonna have to find another way around. Security's too tight here. Look out!
Como assim? Trabalho aqui há 15 anos e nunca vi nada como isso. Quem vocês pensam que são?
Sugiro abaixar o tom de voz.
Ah, está bem. Faça a porcaria da verificação. Por favor, senhor. Que bando de merdinha! Passam 20 minutos simulando ser fanal e fatura milhões. Olha, aconteceu, só isso. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito? Ela é minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
A gente se ama. Pronto, tá aí, tá dito. A gente se ama e já faz muito tempo.
Eu achava que era meu melhor amigo e você aí dançando com minha irmãzinha?
Almost there, Desmond. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
other side?
Olha por onde anda. Aquele cara tá maluco. Alguém chama a segurança! Qual é o seu problema? Aquele cara tá maluco.
Use the catwalks to get across. You should really get up on that catwalk before security shows up. You're really close now. The power source should be in one of the rooms up here.
Olha por onde anda.
If he gets away with the artifact, we're screwed. You can't let that happen. Hurry, Desmond. If he gets away with the artifact, we're screwed. You can't let that happen. Hurry, Desmond. If he gets away with the artifact, we're screwed. You can't let that happen.
Stop him! Alguém chama a segurança! I fucked up. I fucked up.
Allí está!
Better move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
Oh, look at that. I found a third power source.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter approaches.
The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington. And will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor!
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
Commander.
Connor.
Any word on Lee?
Not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But...
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey. They sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you propose?
A truce. Perhaps Perhaps some time together might do us good. You are my son, after all, and might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer. Excellent. Shall we be off?
Do you even know where Benjamin Church has gone?
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
I may be able to track him. There were rations inside the crates, medical supplies and clothing as well. There were rations inside the crates, medical supplies and clothing as well.